Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up. First, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, and hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. And make sure you get that spring checkup on all the AC units. It's very important. Take a look at the high today is going to be 84 and low is going to be 65. We got the water temperature just like yesterday, 75 degrees. That's really fascinating to me. How it went up about 3 degrees in about a 4-day period. That's cool. Now take a look at our river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. Same as yesterday. They've leveled off. The Choctaw the Apalachicola Bluntstown, let's do it first, 8.5, real steady, and the Choctaw Carabelle, 4.3, might have a little bit of bump in it from a little bit of rain, but not much. So looking at rivers going to be in good shape, both big rivers for this weekend. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Well, we're in neap tides. May 2nd, looking at May 2nd, we're strong. I'm just talking about for the weekend, neap tides. Today and tomorrow will be good tides. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and part of Tuesday will be some neap tides. So try to get some good fishing in today or tomorrow if you're going to really fish the tidal flow. Our wind direction be coming south-southeast about 11. I'd call sea quarters to get a fishing report from down there, but I have a new guy. He said all he's doing is he's selling all the bait, and then he gets off before I was asking what they're catching. He said he gets off before they come in. So Captain Kim was there after lunch, and she sees all the fish coming in, but we can't talk to her in the morning. So I said, I understand. He's a bait man. He sells all the bait. So, all right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. It's springtime, and a lot of folks are going fishing, and I'm getting a lot of good reports, and it's just been fascinating to me to. I'm more of a spectator now than participate instead of this week or two, but I'm really looking forward to getting out there. Hopefully I can go Saturday morning when everybody else is going. But we're going to take a look at our first picture. Jerry Forehand, a good buddy of ours that has been on the show before. And same about Jerry, he's a veteran fisherman. He's from around here. He knows when to go, and by this time of his age, he knows where to go. And he is an excellent fisherman, one of the best fishermen we have. He'll get a group together, 3 or 4 guys, and they all chip in on the gas, and man, they'll take off. And I've been with him before. He asked me to go with him the other day, and I just could not. I had just a lot of stuff to do, but send me a picture. This is a trip I could have been on, okay? Had a good day with 1-foot seas. Had 4 red grouper, 1 scamp, 2 triggers, and probably 20 nice white snapper. And lost some big fish to sharks. All right, so here we go. And good job, Jerry. Got that one right there. Those guys that go with them, they can fish too. That's some just hardcore fishermen right there, old school. All right, talking about some hardcore fishermen. This is great. This is Mason Lee. Mason sent this to me. He said, Coach, the bass are on fire in the Sandhills area. Caught 2 limits and lost 1 over 5 pounds. But check out this picture right here. Mason, I don't know his buddy's name, but that's not bad for the Sandhills. Good job, fellas. And talking about some good fishing ladies. Is the top again? We're in the top 5% right here. Tammy Schumann, Zackrell, and LaVon Brooks from Riding by LaVon. LaVon Brooks Billsma. They're in Howard Creek. They both of them have a place down there, and they can fish together. Look at that. Is that not pretty? Okay, the background. Here's LaVon with hers. Those ladies, I tried to get them to come do a show for me. Well, they're too busy fishing. But next time y'all go by Lighting by LaVon. By the way, they have some great lights up there. Over the years, bought some good quality stuff from them. Anyway, good job. I call them LaVon and Shirley. And this is why they went home and cooked up. Not bad, is it? So anyway, the thing about those ladies, they go on a regular basis, but they know here it is May. They know it's time to go, and the river got down a little bit. Remember, it's been high, and they knew exactly what to do and where to go. Again, just like Jerry Forehand out there in saltwater, LaVon she and Tammy, they know where to go down there around Howard's Creek because they've been doing it for so long. Speaking of which, Jerry sent me another picture. Okay, Jerry, this is the second trip he went on. So he goes freshwater and catches a loggerhead. Let's see. Here, let's see. He went fly fishing on Monday. Monday's fly rod catch out of White City, and a second alligator snapping turtle out of my pond in the last 3 days. Yes, I'm cleaning all this. I'm cleaning all morning. So anyway, yeah, snapping turtle. Now here's a mess of fish. Fly fishing down there out of White City, going different places. That's not bad, is it? A couple of days earlier, hit it out there in the Gulf, and then come in here fly fishing. And this is a little pond right there in the backyard. And a big old alligator, those snapping turtles, they'll do some damage to the fish and to your fingers. I mean, they're very strong. And Jerry, be careful with them. We've talked about it before. Here it is laid out. And good to eat. You make some really good turtle soup. Okay. A message from Tallahassee. This just came in a day or two ago. Governor DeSantis, freedom. Okay, he's really been favorable to us outdoorsmen. For the sales tax holiday, it's going to be the month of July. And this is really good stuff. The whole month of July, of course, you don't have to read it, but, and then we got 175 state parks. It goes on down. You can go to the last paragraph. The state parks are free for Memorial Day weekend, free admission to the state parks from May 24th through 27th. Okay, getting back to the sales tax for the month of July. Okay, here we go. All these outdoor activities. Okay, let's look at boating and water activities. Anything you buy, pool toys, coolers, canoes and kayaks. Okay, then next is fishing supplies, tax-free, bait and tackle, tackle boxes. This is a great time to buy a rod and reel. All right, the camping supplies, flashlights, sleeping bags, tents, outdoor supplies, anything in outdoors, water bottles. How about a bicycle, outdoor grill? That's all good stuff. And then admission to events or performances scheduled between July and December. I didn't know about this. This is sort of for everybody. Look, live music, ballet. Let me know when you go to that. Send me some pictures. Plays, fairs, festivals, movies. And then, okay, museums, state parks, season tickets for ballet, musical. That's interesting. But anyway, I don't know about you, but I appreciate the governor giving us that sales tax holiday, and it sort of spread it out to all kinds of different things. But July will be a great month to buy some outdoor stuff, and really, it wouldn't be too early if you want to buy some outdoor Christmas stuff. Go ahead and save a little bit of money and put it away. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We're talking about nature and wildlife around us in all kinds of areas. We're deep back in the woods, but a lot of times in our neighborhood and in our yards, we have some great opportunities to view wildlife. And as you've seen me share some things with you, Gail and I really enjoy the critters in our yard, squirrels, rabbits, birds, and all that. But birds, it's been interesting. We were talking about it yesterday. We're like 5 different nests sort of around our yard or up against the corner of the house, but 5 nests, including a bluebird box and all that this spring. But on the other end of the spectrum, this is the first time since we can remember we have not seen the hummingbirds come back through. So it's interesting. So with that being in mind, I encourage you to just look around the yard and see all kinds of things. Of course, Gail don't like to see the snakes, and one of them was in the garage the other day. I apologize for the snake, and it was one of my little rat snakes. That family tradition for them to hang around my place. And I think y'all remember some of the videos I've had in the past of them doing it. But anyway, with that being said, what I'm leading to, I was in the yard the other morning. Look at this. This is my driveway. This little bird just fell out of the nest. Or I can't figure it out. I've got like 4 little clips to show of him. So okay, he's in the driveway. He's looking around. I think he's looking for his mama, and he can't get. Well, what happened? It's hard for them to take off. They've got it when they fly. Usually they're falling out of the nest, which is high. And I think he fell out, and he just couldn't. He couldn't get going. Mom might have fed him too much in his. Okay, here's the next clip. I got about 3 little clips. I got fascinated watching this. I just stood there and I keep thinking, So here's Smart. So look what is he doing? Just watch this now. Instead of going in the bush, look, he's calling for Mama, Mama. So he's looking up. He knows his mama comes in from. That's where he's been fed. So he's looking up, and he doesn't see her anywhere. He keeps looking around, and so is that not smart? He's hopping up. Okay, let's go watch what he does. He hops up. He gets up on this mound, which is a little mound of pine straw I have over by the edge of the driveway. He gets up on that, and he's looking around. He's doing a 360. He's looked all the way around, back in the bushes, back toward the driveway, back toward the house. Let's see, I took a couple of steps. I try to get a little bit closer. I think I got one more. Okay, so he's looking up there. He thinks his mama's gonna come out of the woods. And I don't, I'm gonna leave it suspended because we don't really have an ending to this. He stood there for a long time. I came back about 20 minutes later. He was still out there on that little mound. So I think he eventually, here's the last shot right here. I think, look at that, he stayed there. I filmed him for I was there about 5 minutes. But is that not nature, like in your own yard? That's what I want to show you. Is that not nature at its finest right there? The whole process, the life cycle that we're beginning, and he's struggling now to get started. But anyway, I just wanted to share. Okay, that's it right there. I wanted to share that with you. You don't have to go way back to the woods or whatever. Sometimes you have nature right there in the yard to watch. And speaking of nature, you remember last 2 weeks ago now, we were there in Bluntstown, north of Bluntstown, with the quail hunting guides, and we had that big lunch and all. And David Tatum and had Rodney Smith and those guys put it on. And I looked around and I saw some people. I saw a lot of people. I saw this guy, and he looked familiar. You know how you look at people and say, "Well, yeah, he looks so familiar." And I hadn't seen him in many, many, many years. And this is him right there on the left. Okay. He's got his eyes closed right there. That's the back of it. Anyway, I said, I threw my hand out and said, "Hey, I'm Winston Chester." He said, "I know you." He said, "I'm Dr. Joseph Perel." And he's retired now. I knew him back when he was a young doctor. That's how long ago since I've seen him. But his story, y'all see this right here? He'd come up there, this is 2 pages, page and a half, and he was walking around talking to the quail hunters, and he was giving them this piece of paper here. I said, "What do you have there, Dr. Perel? What is that?" And okay, he's always loved dogs. He's trained dogs for like 60 years. That's just part of what he's done. He just loved dogs. And what this is a story, and he shared it about his dogs getting bit by a rattlesnake within this past year. And 2 different dogs were bit at 2 different times. And I could read it to you, and I may, but I'm gonna try to get him to come on. Basically, and this is always one of his favorite dogs. He'd been out in the field and just running around with the dogs, and the dog had been exuberant and all, and he heard the dog yelp, but the dog kept running. And long story short, the dog had slowed down a little bit, went home, and later on that dog wasn't acting right. As you know, it was back toward the morning. He called the vet and took him up to the vet, and it was too late. The dog died from a rattlesnake bite. It was too late to get to him. And so then, not too long after that, he had one of his other favorite dogs in the woods, and a field on the edge of the woods, and he heard the dog yelp. It's real, like when you had dogs, when something happened, they'll have a quick, short yelp. And he knew immediately what it was because the dog kept running around. They really they don't stop when they're bit. That's why he was trying to share this information with all the quail hunters so their dogs would be protected. He just wanted us all to know. And I thought it was so thoughtful and professional of him to come up there and share this. But he wanted everybody to know about the situation, how he lost one dog. And the second dog that got hit, he heard the yelp. He immediately went to him and he had some anti-venom, he had some stuff, and he took care of it, took it to the vet. That dog was fine. It survived, but it's the same situation, sort of in the same area. But what he was sharing with us was just this story here. I'm going to try to get him to come on, and Dr. Joseph Perel. A great story, and he took time out of his day to just come up there and visit with everybody and to share that story because he loved dogs so much, and he knew the folks up there loved their dogs too. So I thought that was cool stuff. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock even. This evening, 7:25 to 9:25. Got a short little video clip that Tony Bass, y'all remember Tony Bass, my fishing buddy out of Valdosta? We stay in contact pretty regular. He sent me this little video right here. He said, this is Levi, this is Levi Kelly, this is Paige's boyfriend, that's his daughter Paige, releasing a 9.5 pounder. They're fishing up there in South Georgia, outside of Valdosta. Check this out. Let me see. Let me get it going. Okay, here we go. All right. I think that's going to be Tony's future son-in-law right there. Or that's Paige's boyfriend. Folks, a 9.5 pound bass. Is that not beautiful? All right. And he's happy. All right, let's do it. Let's watch it again real quick. Holding it up, 9.5 pounds right there. There you go. Gets it going real good. That bass sort of takes off. Is that not cool? All right. So with that being said, we're going to switch back, but you know, just a little. That's something you don't see a lot. 9.5 pound bass, and I'm so glad that he was able to catch it and release it. I'm talking about doing family things. I talked to him a while back, and that boy catches some big bass. Tony told me that he's catching. It's not unusual to catch some 6-8 pounders on a regular basis, and he's been fishing his whole life. So, anyway, now what I want to do now, I'm going to go back to my iPad, and I want to show. We're talking about families doing things, and let's see, we got it, Jeff. Not yet. We're talking about family doing things, fishing and doing things together. You're not going to pick up. The Estes family, all right, we'll go. The Estes family went fishing last weekend. I've known them a while. They took the family fishing. Let's see, right here. So I'm gonna show you the whole trip. I just thought this was cool. Here we go. Let's start it right here. Let's see. Let's start it right there. Let's start it way back up here. That beginning is going to be right here, Jeff. All right. Natalie Noel Estes, her husband Lloyd, they went. They won a tournament, but let's find out how this past weekend how they won the tournament. I got to get back to where they started. So they got started. They entered the tournament from day one. Let me see. All right. I've got a whole series. Let me see if I get it organized. I took a bunch of pictures out of it because the story itself was really good. So here we go. So this is the first day. We have a contender. This first day they have a contender. They catch one, and okay, here's another one. Okay, so nice little redfish. So they're out there. They know they got some fish. They can enter in the tournament. Move through them, and got a nice one there. Doing decent so far. She was taking pictures during the tournament. That's got a lot of. But they're doing good. B's doing good. There's Natalie there. And that's one of those cool mornings if you remember. The sun just coming up. But the family's fishing. There's Lloyd. I mean, they're having a good morning. Okay, catching some more. B's catching some more. And all right, there's a crazy day. B caught almost a 6-foot shark. She fought over 20 minutes. Unreal. Caught 3 redfish, 4 trout, bunch of pinfish. So to go wade in, here she is catching a shark. Is that not exciting for a young lady out there fishing? So guess what? They won second place. Oh my gosh, we won second and third place in the trout tournament. Okay, so with that, I want to congratulate them for winning second and third place. Okay, here's the awards right here. Took the family out fishing. Check that out. That was the Emerald Coast Big Game Fishing Club, and I've asked those guys and girls to come on the show and talk about that. We could have got more people out there fishing, and I didn't hear back from them. So anytime y'all got something going on like that, we'd like to share and get more people out there. Good job, the whole family there. had all kind of prizes, and I would have gone out there and videoed it if we'd known about it. So we got to know about these things. Good job. And Ed's face painting was going on too. So the Estes family, they go to City Church over here, north side and all. So anyway, good job, Natalie and Lloyd, for taking the family out fishing that tournament. And pretty good placing right there. A couple more pictures real quick. We'll talk about this time of the year, the Bears, and one of my favorite guys sending the Bears in on a regular basis is my buddy Ronald Mathis up in Calhoun County. Check out, they're just hanging around, and hunting season's over, and they want to know where all this food is, and they want to know if you're going to get us some food out there. And then I have one more picture. The most expensive vehicle to operate in 2023 and 2024. And a lot to be said about that. So anyway, that catches it up. One thing I do want to talk about before we end up today, we're always talking about the full moon of May. Because it's always been special. So I looked it up, and we're going to have the full moon. I wrote it down somewhere. We're going to have it on the 18th. Where I wrote it down. Oh, here it is, right here. Full moon. I'm sorry. Full moon is going to be on the 23rd. The new moon is going to be on the 8th, which would be 7. Okay, this weekend we'll have a new moon. So go ahead and circle the 23rd on your calendar, because that's the full moon. And I talk about this every year, about a few days before the full moon and a few days after the full moon. Dad always said 3 days before, 3 days after. But anywhere in that window, you really need to make time to get ready to do some good freshwater fishing, some good freshwater brim fishing. With all the conditions set up like that, the river's in good shape. The rivers, ponds, lakes, all going to be some great brim fishing. So go ahead and circle on your calendar. I have a little check on mine. I'll make a big circle on it now, and we're going to do that. So I just wanted to share that with you. And go ahead and crickets, worms, it really doesn't matter what, but you want to find, and it's a good time to fly fish too. You saw the results out of Howard Creek. You saw what Jerry Forehand did fly fishing out of White City. That's going to be like that throughout the whole Panhandle, I can promise you. So go ahead. I want to go ahead and let y'all know about it, because y'all always a lot of times asking about when to go and where to go. So that's it right there. Tomorrow I have a big fishing report, and I'll show you exactly where to go tomorrow. Y'all have a good day today. Do something good for your fellow man. Enjoy the outdoors. Take care of the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.